One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Tulane's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Tulane right back to the line. Looking to throw on third. Makes the grab on the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
They'll run it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. So Georgia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Well, everything on that play started off great. The offensive line gave a great pocket to the QB to survey downfield. He found the open receiver. You just got to finish the play. Receiver, you got to make that catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Bobo. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Off the play fake on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Finds his man. It's Griffin. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tulane right back to the line. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll go right back to him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long first down marker just short of the goal line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Marshall was anything but dominant, but the Thundering Herd are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Wants to throw. It's Bobo. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Snag could give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Breaks the tackle. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Tulane right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Moving past the 25. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to...
Oh, he's got some space. A very productive run gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that response.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. The short hands, it's Daniel. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Green Wave! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front there.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Here's the handoff. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They are willing to roll the dice, going for it. 4th and short from the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They are willing to roll the dice, going for it. 4th and short from the 41. Pulls and fires complete. Still running at the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bobo. Pulls it in, it's Griffin. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding, receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Dingle. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Hauls it in. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. It might get sacked.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that left. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Back to pass, it's Bobo. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Bobo. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Griffin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. Makes a grab past the marker. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And it's a great job with the play fake there. 4th down, you're going with the bootleg, so you got to sell run. You see all those defenders thinking the running back has it. Once the quarterback's out on the perimeter, he's got a lot of space and time to find his open receiver to pick up that 1st down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Tulane, stuck with horrible field position, will try to get out of trouble on 1st down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Open space at the 25. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Do I run the ball here? Am I a little conservative? I don't want to get a safety. What? Absolutely not. I'm going to play pitch and catch, and my guy's better than yours. Outruns everybody the length of the field. 99 yards for the big touchdown reception.
He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Reels it in down the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. There he goes. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. And his first pass is incomplete. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Formation for these receivers. Give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell in.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He's taking the shot. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. He's going for the goal line. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tulane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese.
It's a running room. He's at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Looking for a man. It's Witherspoon. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Open spaces. Touchdown, Green Wave. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by a field goal over UAB. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Got enough space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Witherspoon. Here comes the heat. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's out of bounds, not nearly enough to pick up the 1st down. At least he stopped the clock before this desperation 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Touchdown, Green Wave. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, and get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when